Good morning. So this morning's call to worship is a poem by Jan Richardson called Blessing in the Chaos. To all that is chaotic in you, let there come silence. Let there be a calming of the clamoring, a stilling of the voices that have laid their claim on you, that have made their home in you, that go with you even to the holy places, but will not let you rest, will not let you hear your life with wholeness or feel the grace that fashioned you. Let what distracts you cease. Let what divides you cease. Let there come an end to what diminishes and demeans, and let depart all that keeps you in a cage. Let there be an opening into the quiet that lies beneath the chaos, where you find the peace you did not think possible and see what shimmers within the storm.
So our first meditation is from my colleague Victoria Safford. And so I invite you to breathe as Walter taught us. Put your feet on the ground and let yourself relax as we open our minds and hearts and spirits. Here is where I found my voice and chose to be brave. Here's a place where I forgave someone against my better judgment, and I survived. Unexpectedly, amazingly, I became wiser. Here's where I once was forgiven, was ready for once in my life to receive forgiveness and to be transformed. And I survived that, also lived to tell the tale. This is the place where I said no more loudly than I'd ever thought I could, and everybody stared, but I said no loudly anyway because I knew it must be said. And those staring settled down into harmless grumbling, and over me they had no power anymore. Here is a time, and here is another, when I laid down my fear and walked right on into it, right up to my neck into that roiling water. Here is where cruelty taught me something. And here's where I was first astonished by gratuitous compassion and knew it for the miracle it was, the requirement it is. It was a trembling time. And here, much later, is where I returned that blessing clumsily. It wasn't hard, but I was unaccustomed. It cycled round, and as best I could, I sent it back on, passing the gift along. This circular motion around and around has no apparent end. Here's a place, a murky puddle, where I've stumbled more than once and fallen. I don't know yet what to learn there. On this site, I was outraged, and the rage sustains me still. It clarifies my seeing. And here's where something caught me. A warm breeze in late winter, birdsong in late summer. Here's where I was told that something was wrong with my eyes, that I see the world strangely. And here's where I said, yes, I know. I walk in beauty. Here's where I began to look with my own eyes and listen with my own ears and sing my own song, shaky as it may be. And here is where my heart was opened up. And here, and here, and here, and here. Amen.
To the weaver of molecules, the spinner of stars, to the impulse that gives birth to the universe, to the earth, to me. In the deepest, darkest night of my wintered soul, I wrap myself in the blanket of my sadness and grief, pain and suffering, doubts and concerns, fears and questions. And I look out from my wandering eyes toward the light that dares to penetrate the layers of blindness that surround me. So obscured is my vision because of the trials and tribulations of this life, that it is your fractal rays of possibility and hope that I seek. Possibility and hope that I seek to inspire me to emerge from this cocoon that holds me. Each luminescent ray of love and hope and possibility is that catalyst which I need to transform my thoughts and emotions into fuel for that inner fire which will dispel the darkness of my night, which will help me to see more clearly the embers of love and hope and possibility that dwell within me. I long to be filled with renewed energy and strength, to thrust new life into these wings of my rebirth. The fragile fragments of my life, the ingredients in the alchemist's hand, creating a new energetic substance to course through my veins. This womb of my becoming has been one of struggle and transformation. I was never meant to remain in this confinement of darkness. I was created to dwell in the infinite light. To the weaver of molecules, the spinner of stars, to the impulse that gives birth to the universe, to the earth, and to me, in the deepest, darkest night of the wintered soul, I shall look through the window of my expectant eyes, towards the source of my being, waiting as I do for your alchemist's hand, to create within me the change that is necessary to the season of my rebirth. No, I was never meant to remain in this confinement of darkness. I was created to dwell in the infinite light. Spring will come again, this I know, and I will be ready for my emergence and unfolding, that I might soar ever higher into my own becoming, into the light of my own transcendence. Reawakened, renewed, reborn. Amen, and blessed be.
This meditation will be based on a poem by Maya Angelou called Continue, which I will read, and then we will sit for about a minute in silence. Earlier in the service, Walter shared with us some wonderful tools for quieting monkey mind. I find that I often bring a lot of judgment to my monkey mind and my everyday mind. And in particular, I have a lot of shoulds around my thoughts. I try to cling to the ones I like and get rid of the ones I don't like and constantly monitor my mind. And it's exhausting. I don't know if that resonates with any of you. So for the next 5 minutes, I invite you to give yourself permission to embrace your monkey mind and accept fully whatever arises, whether your feelings are comforting or anxiety-producing, whether your thoughts are profound or mundane, whatever it is, give yourself permission for just a few minutes to be okay with whatever comes up and know that you are safe as you are held in the loving arms of this beloved community. Let's begin. My wish for you is that you continue to be who and how you are, to astonish a mean world with your acts of kindness. Continue to allow humor to lighten the burden of your tender heart. Continue in a society dark with cruelty to let people hear the grandeur of God in the peals of your laughter. Continue to let your eloquence elevate the people to heights they had only imagined. Continue to remind the people that each is as good as the other and that no one is beneath nor above you. Continue to remember your own young years and look with favor upon the lost and the least and the lonely. Continue to put the mantle of your protection around the bodies of the young and defenseless. Continue to take the hand of the despised and diseased and walk proudly with them in the high street. Some might see you and be encouraged to do likewise. Continue to plant a public kiss of concern on the cheek of the sick and the aged and the infirm, and count that as a natural action to be expected. Continue to let gratitude be the pillow upon which you kneel to say your nightly prayer, and let faith be the bridge you build to overcome evil and welcome good. Continue to ignore no vision which comes to enlarge your range and increase your spirit. Continue to dare to love deeply and risk everything for the good thing. Continue to float happily in the sea of infinite substance, which set aside riches for you before you had a name. Continue. And by doing so, you and your work will be able to continue eternally.
What stone do I no longer need to carry? What thoughts no longer serve me? What concerns can I release? What habits or addictions restrict my growth? What patterns can I let go of? What emotions weigh me down? What wounds can I wash away? As we hear these words from our UCC colleague up the road, Laura Martin, let all of this be your blessing this year. The moments that will make you catch your breath, stop and turn, the star that will fly above your head and escape your notice. The times that you will break apart in the work of remaking. The thing that you will hold closer than anything else. the freedom to move and listen and change your mind and decide on your own way in the world, the occupation of paying attention, the habit of grace, of risking anything and calling it worth it, of making all of this how you bless others, how we bless one another. Amen. Go in peace.